Who doesn't love an awkward, blank screen with a creepy voiceover as an introduction? This is what happens when I'm so out of practice that I forget to tell you that this is the advent calendar for 2015 from Ciaté. That's what this video is going to be about. Hi, oh my gosh, has it really been this long since I've made a video? I am so sorry. If you want to know where I've been, I do have a vlog channel, and I did just put up a video on that other channel talking about where I've been and why I haven't made videos, but I just want you to know that I've got a few months left in the military and then I'm getting out, and I feel like this is the moment we've all been waiting for. I'm just kidding. But I mean really though, because I'll get to paint my nails. You can still paint your nails on weekends and holidays, and I can paint my nails neutral, but it's just not the same. So I feel like pretty soon I'll be able to just get back to my hobby and have a lot more time to do YouTube and my hobby and nail art and things like that. I'm really excited. But until then, I do have some notes about some swatches that I've taken. Some nail art. We have... Wow. I need to organize this. Here we have Shady Lady. Shady Lady is a one-coater if you have smooth strokes. It's opaque, but you can see the layers of the brush strokes, if that makes sense. It's not like a metallic-y silver, it's kind of a dull silver. It's darker, like titanium, like my car, like my RX-8. Thank you, Daddy. And it applied easily. Okay? That is Shady Lady. In this advent calendar, we did have a crystal nail file, and I'm excited to use that. It's like a purse size, you know? But we had some treatments. We had Bloom Boost, which I'm not exactly sure whether or not that's a top coat or base coat or both. Then there was something called Knight in Shining Armor, which says it's an overnight nail treatment. I didn't know much about this, so I googled it, and the reviews on it were actually really good. I guess it's a treatment people painted over their nail every single night, and in a couple weeks, and they got rid of their peeling and stuff. I don't exactly know, but you can read the reviews and see whether you like it or not. I don't know that I will be able to try it for you anytime soon, but it did come with that. Then we have two loose glitters. We have Miracle on off, you know? Don't really know, but I plan to find out. Then we have Double Bubblegum. This little guy. Double Bubblegum was very true to color in my swatches, and it's a really gorgeous cream. Beep. I wrote some notes about it. It's a little angry with the layers, much like the Shady Lady was. A couple of these are. When I say that, I'll explain what I mean in a minute. But it was easy enough to apply. So it's got a blue tinge, but it's like lavender, but not. Is it periwinkle? It was hard to say exactly, but I love it. And it almost glows as a pastel cream. How is that possible? But it does. When I say that it gets a little mad when you double stroke, have you ever had a polish that you go to paint and then if you run over the same spot twice, the brush strokes just, it turns into a mess? A way to avoid that is to wait until your first coat dries completely and then to paint the second coat or third coat or whatever after the first coat has dried, or to be very careful to not run over the same spot over and over. I mean, it's doable. It definitely wasn't as difficult as some of these upcoming ones were in applying, but there's that. We have Purple Rainbow, which I have on top of the Double Bubble, and this hollow is so cool. It looks a little dark in the bottle, but on the nail, it's very pastel, if that makes sense. There aren't dark chunks. It's a very pastel rainbow hollow, right? Does that make sense? Life's a Peach. This color I really loved, and it was a little difficult to apply. Really? It needed more coats than just the one. Wasn't a one coater, but it was worth it. And much like the pastel of Double Bubble, the pastel of the peach, they just seem to glow. The color is so intense, they just glow, and I really liked it. So a lot of people say with these, how did we decide we said ciate? 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 I don't know how to say it. A lot of people were getting gummy, old, messed up polishes in their advent calendars as if the polish has been sitting there for years and years, but I haven't had experienced that yet. I'm not quite through swatching all of them, so the last end of this video is going to be me talking through the swatches because I still need to swatch these. But I did want to show you that one of the colors, if you follow my Snapchat, Plasma Speedo, on Snapchat, you saw that the color called Ahoy Sailor had exploded. I threw it away because the bottle was cracked, but the irony of it being called Ahoy Sailor and the fact that I opened it on December 7th, Pearl Harbor, it exploded. Ahoy Sailor exploded Pearl Harbor Day. Like, is that some kind of sick joke? Like, I was just looking at that, like, that's so weird that would be the color that exploded on December 7th. That's kind of dark, sorry. Anyway, let me show you this while I'm at it. I don't feel like it's as an elaborate of a box as it was last year. I really liked last year's house. It does have the colors listed on the back here, though. And I don't recall receiving a pamphlet, maybe I did, actually, of how to do the nail art things, but anyway. What the? Let me get back to this. Life's a Peach did that. Prima Ballerina. Prima Ballerina is like a dirty gray. Let the first coat dry before you put on the second. I keep writing that down and I don't know why. I don't know how to explain it. It was easier to apply and there's a tint in it, but I can't put a pin on the tint. Like, is it a pink tint? Is it a brown tint? I don't know. But as you add applications, it becomes more and more gray. But you can see it with the one application, the strange color that's in it. I don't know how to explain it. It is just a gray though. Like, let's not get OD. But if you're an OD nail person, you know that there's something weird in here. Cookies and cream. Cookies and cream. You could have stopped at 2 coats if you wanted that kind of clean, sheer look in some lights, but third coat is when it started to get angry, but I feel like it's because I didn't wait for the second coat to dry. It started to get a little clumpy though, like a little gummy on the third coat. Like it probably would have taken a long time to dry. Oh. And a nail file. Cutie Pie, the first coat, ugh, I would never buy this. The first coat was super clear, like did I even put on color? Second coat, it became that you can still see the white of your fingertips. After the third coat, I was just kind of like, I'm over it. Maybe it's a good, I would use it if I wanted something, but not really anything. Birthday Blue. This is an easy application. It was one coat. On my swatches, I actually didn't put 2 coats on one of my nails, and I'm not even going to tell you which nail that was because you can't even tell. So I could have stopped at 1 coat, but I, for some reason, even if I'm swatching, I put 2 coats. I don't know what it is about me. I was actually very afraid to take this off because blues scare me as far as staining and stuff, but if you actually have a, oh, it's kind of dirty. If you have a cotton swab though, and you're going to remove it, you get it super, super wet. You hold it on there for just a second. I feel like the staining happens when you rub all over onto your skin and you smear it onto your skin. So I try to just keep it there for a little bit. I don't think you need to go as far as how people with glitter put the foil and they wrap their nails in acetone and keep the foil there forever and ever. Like, that's OD. I feel like that's not necessary and I wouldn't have the patience to do that anyway. So I just hold it on there literally for 10 to 30 seconds, depending on how, I don't know, depending on my mood, if I have patience or not, I don't know. But after you wait there for a little bit, if you just pinch inward, you know what I mean? Like you take it, stop focusing on my face. Stop focusing on my face. You take it and you pinch inward, you grab it all, it'll just come right off. You know what I mean? I should put that in a video sometime. But that way you're pushing the color into the nail bed instead of smearing on the out where all your skin is. And it's wet enough because you held it there for like 30 seconds or 20 seconds or whatever. And you're able to just pinch it and then you just get it off like that. That's how I take off dark colors anymore, because I felt like I was just smooshing it all into my cuticle and then it would never come out and it would just drive me crazy. So I feel like I'm not super afraid of blues and colors that stain anymore because I've learned how to take them off. So it is a cool color though. It's kind of metallic-y but kind of not. I don't really know how to explain it. I like it. The next one, I did not put on Pom Pom. I don't know why Pom Pom is over here. You're in the wrong place. The next color I did was Dangerous Affair. Oh, I was trying to read my notes. My handwriting is either really, really good or just awful, just poor. Like, what does that even say? But if I wanted to, my handwriting could be great. Are you one of those people? It's like 2 extremes. It's never in the middle. Look at this. That's my handwriting. When I'm just talking to myself and then I end up not being able to read it. This says I had to cut something strings off. So when I opened the brush, I had straggler strings, and so if you were to try to paint your nails with those straggler strings, it would just put lines of weird, it wouldn't be as smooth, you know what I mean? And you'd have them like flipping all over your, because they were long enough that they would touch my skin if it was just a mess. So I took a pair of nail clippers and I clipped off the straggler strings, which one of the other ones had a straggler string too. And I recall last year maybe that happened also. Like, I don't know what's with their brushes, but they need, quality control needs to pay better attention to their brushes, because I'm getting long straggler strings. What did I write that? Ah, I don't like this color at all. You know what, I think I did paint Pom Pom on my nails, but I didn't write about it. I painted red somewhere. I guess I didn't write it down. I think I did paint Pom Pom. I totes did, but I didn't write about it. I have swatches about it though. Okay. This, if you're like me and you feel like reds make you look dead, this is definitely one of those. Or give you lobster hands. Have you ever heard people talk about lobster hands? Around your fingernail, it just looks red and like, I hate the way this color makes my skin tone look, but it is a beautiful color. So I separate my skin tone from the actual color, and I know that it would look really beautiful on other people, but it definitely does not look good on me. One that I never wrote anything about, I do remember because I just watched it. It is called Pom Pom. Pom Pom looks as it does with a little bit of an orange tinge, but in the swatches you can see I held my fingers against Santa Claus, against Santa Claus's suit. And it is almost a true Santa red. But there are some lights that make it look like coral. You know what I mean? Like orangey pink but red. You know what I mean? Like you can see the orangey in it right now, but it's not exactly that orange. It's almost more of a coral, like a beautiful coral lipstick. But it looks like Santa red on your nails. Does that make sense? And it was easy enough to apply. The other ones I don't have swatched just yet. Oh, and then there's Nail Gym. I forgot. This is a nail strengthener, and this is another treatment, Nail Gym. I did not look at the reviews for this. Sorry. Nail Gym, because it gives strength, right? Get it? So I'm going to swatch these other ones for you and then do maybe a voiceover as to what the application was like. But I need to go make some food. I'm hungry. And I want to thank you all for being so patient with me and waiting for me to have time. I feel like that time is coming, as I will be transitioning out of the military in a couple months. So I'll be able to paint my nails and have time to make nail art videos and enjoy them. And I can't believe so many of you have actually decided to be my friend for this long, that you would wait for me to go through an entire 4-year military enlistment to get out to then, like, just stick around. That means a lot to me. I don't deserve your patience or kindness, or those of you that even subscribe or want to watch or ask me or message me, hey, when are you going to make a video? That always makes me feel like people actually want me to make a video. Like, to think that somebody wants to see a video or something that I make is very... I can delve back into the nail art world and then get back in touch with all of you people that mean so much to me. Okay? I'll talk to you later. Bye! I don't remember which color this is, but this is going to be where the weird voiceover starts. This is a Barbie pink called Raspberry Collins. It's like the dark, typical pink. Easy to apply. And I like this picture upcoming because of the candle. So on top of it, I put a color called Checkmate, and it was a little annoying because if I did one stroke, I hardly had any checkers. I had to strategically place the checkers kind of by dabbing the brush onto my nail. Does that make sense? So I wasn't impressed with that. This color is, I took a lot of pictures of this. This was really pretty. It's called A-List, and it's just a dark purple kind of with, I don't know, a streak of maybe a, you know what I mean? Look at it. It's like a gold, not gold undertone of metallic, but something strange is definitely going on there. I did want to mention that rainbow, that holographic that was shown earlier, actually had really good glitter, unlike this one also. This one was called Snow Globe, and this was also bad in applying. Wow, English is hard. Look at the pinky. I had this awkward glob that stuck up, and it was just, I had to dab it. Rainbow was the only glitter that I didn't have to really concentrate on dabbing. Hutch was hard to capture via camera. It looks very orangey red, but it wasn't at all. It was actually very deep red. A true red, not orangey, almost in a cool tone. I tried to capture it by holding on to this Big Shine hairspray bottle. Not hairspray, what is that? Shine spray or something? But it was really hard to capture. I gave up. There was another glitter, the big bottle that came. Remember, like one big bottle comes every year. This one is called Rom-Com Rouge. This actually wasn't bad in applying either. I think the only two that were bad was that checkered one and the Slow Globe one, and where you had to like dab on your nails to get it to actually show up. But this one actually turned out being pretty cute. I kind of liked it because it's got a mix of small and big glitter. This one, though, is my ultimate favorite. This one has a gold to purple, what do you call it, chameleon thing going on. Heirloom is what it's called. So I took several pictures of this to try to get the purple, to try to get the gold, to try to get it all to show, where I eventually just gave up and took a video of it because there's nothing like a mobile swatch to show you what's really going on. This one goes purple to gold. This one is super cool. Ah, I just touched it. You guys, did I get it on my blanket? Oh, crap. Got him. Got me. I couldn't go a whole video without messing up, right? This one, though, couldn't do just a still swatch. I got it on my finger, too. Goodness gracious. Because, look, you wouldn't be able to see the awesome transition. I really like this. Gotta clean that.